Hey everyone, this is Juicy here. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Opensea hack. Now, I hope you guys are aware of this and this is not a PSA. But if it is a PSA for you guys or this is the first time hearing about it, um, you know, please listen carefully and make sure that you guys aren't impacted. Now, luckily, there's only been 32 people impacted so far, or that is known. And the hacker's address has millions worth of NFTs because apparently there is an exploit in the OpenSea code where people who have signed a contract, a smart contract, basically those NFTs from those respective addresses, their NFTs are being manually moved over because of an exploit in the code. Now, I've been in Twitter, and this is pretty much one of the exploits, or it is the exploit that is causing the issue, and pretty much how the hackers are doing it is maybe a month ago or 30 days ago, you were pretty much signing a contract, right? So this is something that you guys should definitely take into consideration in mind when you guys are exchanging, doing a lot of things with NFTs, going into a lot of websites where you do have to sign. Please do your due diligence. Please understand the risk and what you're actually doing. This is pretty much giving this Wyvern exchange contract like full trust, right? So before you do anything like this, like, you really need to understand, you got to do a lot of research, understand the capabilities and what you're signing up for. If you're just blindly constantly signing things, later down the road when there is an exploit very similar to this, it will nip you in the butt, and it will just blindside you. So make sure you understand that these are type of risks. Now, what's going on right now is because of that exploit, there's a lot of news, a lot of things, a lot of people telling you how to revoke your contracts, and I'm going to show you how to do that, or I'll put the link in the description. But pretty much what you're going to do is there's a website called for etherscan.io/token approval checker. I'll put this in the description, but pretty much you're going to put in your address for all the Ethereum token approvals, right? And keep in mind, OpenSea is Ethereum, or ERC20. So if you're using other NFT market space within like Solana, you shouldn't worry, but this is something you should consider because every pretty much all the designs are pretty much similar. So this is for Etherscan or Ethereum ECR20. So you put in an address. The address that I took is from Mark Cuban, right? So this is Mark Cuban's address, and see, you can pretty much revoke every contract or every I guess thing you have signed. You can also do it for ECR 721 and ECR 1155, right? So from here, what you got to do is you got to revoke. So when you press this button, and the reason why it's not allowing me is because this is not my MetaMask or Web3 wallet, and I'm not connected to it. So only Mark Cuban, once he press revokes, he puts in his his Web3 wallet password, and then pretty much gives him the permission to revoke. So do keep in mind that when you do revoke, it is gonna cost a little bit of gas, and right now gases are 85, which is pretty reasonable, but this is something you need to consider. So if you do a lot of these type of without second guessing, just constantly just signing everything, or you are very diverse and you have a plethora of how would you say, you're like diverse in a lot of cryptocurrencies and you're doing a lot of things maybe within the NFT space, whether that's like in staking and other coins, like if you have like this, like Mark Cuban's, where he is involved in a lot of things, this is something you may want to consider. You may want to revoke a lot of the stuff that you have done in the past, or things you no longer use. It's a good way to clean up, make sure there's not any I guess you can call like tech debt, where things might come back to affect you later on. So I do recommend you take some time to look at all of the contracts, as well as anything that you've connected before in the past. Definitely, if you have something with OpenSea, highly consider to revoke it, just for now. Once OpenSea, provides more updates that things have been resolved and that exploit in their code has been remediated. Now, one thing I would also really consider too is, with this recent hack, try to understand that this is, it can come from a lot of sides. It can be from a phishing attack, which is what people suspected, or what they assumed. Another thing too is the fact that it was this contract was like discovered or put in place maybe like it was like a month ago. So the hacker knew what they were doing. The hacker was just waiting until they got more lucrative targets or more NFTs that would that they would be able to make millions of dollars. They were waiting for the right moment in time, and when that happened. So this is definitely I wouldn't consider it like a 0 day, but it's definitely it is a 0 day for OpenSea, right? Because this is an exploit in their code. They didn't do a thorough audit, and this is definitely going to impact OpenSea a lot. There's going to be less trust. A lot of people probably won't use OpenSea because of this. A lot of people will probably look at other alternatives like LooksRare, or any other NFT platform or tool. This definitely puts a damper on the trust in OpenSea, as well as NFTs. We got to see how it goes. It's very unlikely that the hacker will, give back their stolen goods. I don't think this person is a white hacker per se, and it also seems that a lot of the people who have been compromised or their NFTs have been manually removed, I think some of them are actually offering to buy it back, but based on the contact address of the hacker, I don't think that hacker cares too much on that. So like you can see like here, this is the address. This was a screenshot a couple days ago, but you can see that they're taking stuff away, and it's pretty upsetting. I feel really sorry for the victims, so that's pretty bad. But yeah, I just wanted to make this PSA. Damn, Jesus Christ, 641 ETH and still climbing, and this was 2 days ago, right? So that's a lot. That's a lot. Holy shit. So yeah, this is just PSA. I hope you guys learn from it. I will put a link to the descriptions on Etherscan and revoking. So definitely check out your address at your own time. Really evaluate if you guys still use these, if you guys want to revoke it. Just know that it does cost gas. I think when I checked this morning on revoking, I think it only cost me like $5 worth of USD. It may be different depending on your national currency or fiat, but definitely take this into consideration. I decided not to do anything at the moment because I don't really have a lot of NFTs and I don't really sign a lot of stuff. So if you're someone like me who doesn't really have that many things, or someone who does a lot of research, I don't really have, I haven't really been exploited. But that's not saying that that won't ever happen to me. It's just, based on my understanding of the hack and the vulnerability, it's very unlikely that I would be impacted because based on the contract that was signed, I was never part of it. I've never seen it, and I rarely sign anything in regards to NFTs. So yeah, definitely take some time. Hope you guys found this very useful. Catch you guys next time.